Family members of the inmate who was hospitalized after being tasered and put in a restraint chair while in police custody are speaking out this evening about the treatment they say Paul Testa endured. His sister tells News4JAX Testa is now brain dead, and she says police could have handled the situation differently.
Meanwhile, the man Testa initially confronted says he believes Testa was dangerous and a menace to society.
This guy was, he was just off the wall, man.
This Southside man who doesn't want to be identified says 44-year-old Paul Testa broke down his fence at 4:30 in the morning on Monday, but was confronted by the family dog. He says this Rottweiler protected his family from Testa, who was heard screaming after a confrontation with the dog.
Next thing I know, he's out here saying he had a vision, and when he said that, I knew he was coming here, and then I seen a spear that was sharpened to a point. So he wasn't coming here to rob nothing. He was coming here to stab somebody.
This neighbor says he urged police to charge Testa with more than criminal mischief because he was in fear for his life because of Testa's erratic behavior. While being booked in jail, police say Testa became violent and a corrections officer tasered him. And then following his first appearance, Testa again became combative. Testa was tasered again and placed in a restraint chair like this one, according to JSO officers.
He was placed in that almost immediately upon being placed in the prostrate chair. They noticed he became unresponsive. They took him from the prostrate chair, called for the corrections medical personnel and the jail doctor who was in-house at the time.
Testa's sister tells News4JAX the 44-year-old is now brain dead and had no known physical health problems. He did have documented mental health issues, including an incident 2 years ago when he told police he was seeing zombies and demons. This neighbor says he's not surprised that corrections officers resorted to using the restraint chair.
When you get somebody like that, they're crazy and they're strong, and you got to do whatever you got to do to stop them, because I know I would have. I definitely would have had to stop him.
Our News4JAX crime and safety analyst Gil Smith tells me in most cases restraint chairs work just fine, but there are some cases, documented cases, where restraint chairs have caused injury to bones or internal organs. Now, Attorney G. Nichols, who's representing the family of Testa, said today that they expect a full investigation by law enforcement into the events that led to his current condition.